Yeah, I know, but let me just start this little audio stream. Hello, every lovely. Welcome to Risk of Rain 2. It's so nice to see you again. So let's get into this. Like I tried to get Risk of Rain 2 or Risk of Rain in general is like a roguelike, right? So you have to constantly gain items to advance to the next level, and if you die, you gotta start all over again. And me personally, I've never played a roguelike at all in my life, but I fucking love Risk of Rain. Hades?
Yeah.
I like I've heard that one before. I liked playing what was that one? Binding of Isaac? Yeah, that was the one. Yeah, I played that on my first boyfriend's, my ex, my long ex. He let me play it on his laptop, and I was up like all night playing that.
Dude, I used to play Final
I loved Binding of Isaac. Like, it was the fact of like, oh, what's the next item I'm going to get, and then kind of like build upon that. I like the idea of like random loot. But yeah, your story. Sorry. Did he? The thing with me is, since I'm trans, they like, oh, we have to give you another room, because, like, we don't know if you're going to, like, have sex with, like, the boys or the girls. So... or both, yeah.
They have to quarantine you because
They
of your
basically
decision.
did. They basically did. So, like, I was trans, so they had to give me my own room, because I didn't know, like, whether or not I was going to be like, oh, like, I have to... Like, I can't have sex with women or guys, like, in that time. So, like, oh... That's a natural thing.
They actually have to quarantine you because
So the thing with like being in a mental hospital is like you have to like not, you know, fornicate with the other fucking patients.
Obviously. I'm imagining those like hazmat suit monster things just like busting down the doors and like just grabbing you. Like,
The hazmat company.
Yeah, the hazmat company just like they just come in and like transport you like a velociraptor from Jurassic Park.
You must be contained.
Shoot!
Shoot! But yeah, anyway, like when you're trans at that particular company, or like any particular company, like it's like, oh, you have to have your own separate room because we do not know what the consequences will be if you put you in like a room full of guys and or girls. So I had my own room the whole time I was at DBH. I was like, oh, it's like, and then like that I was in there for like 2 times, and you were there for the second time. So like we were talking and playing chess. It's like, and I just got to thinking like, I'm alone. But no, you're an amazing person. Like, never changed, dude. No, never changed, dude. You're an amazing person. I don't understand people like that because like they can be like such like a genuine, like honest person, and then like other people are like, oh no, I would never trust him. It's like it's just a person like you and me, dude. I give people, honestly, in my opinion, I give them 3 chances. Party audio on and game no, game. Hang on everybody, I gotta change up my setting back. Options, audio settings, headset, all the way to max. There we go. Sorry about that. Dude, I'm fucking wasted right now. I just want you to know.
Oh yeah.
I am. I'm trashed.
Smashed.
God, once I took that fucking first vodka hit, I was like, damn.
God, I missed this.
Dude, honestly, vodka is my favorite drink. Like, yeah, I like the whole red wine and, like, I like it for the taste, but if you want to get that, like, serious, like, going, it's like, vodka's the way to go, dude. Have you seen the alcohol to, like, the heavy alcohol to, like, social interaction sort of thing?
No.
It's a chart, so it's a meme. And it was like vodka in a milk jug was like at the very top of like not caring and like not caring socially and personally.
Who puts vodka in a milk jug?
Fuck, I would, dude.
It's so ridiculous.
Just be surprised that I'm playing fucking like Risk of Rain 2 crossfaded right now. It's so amazing, dude. You don't understand. I forgot the array. Where do I go? Get the array. There we go. It's called Array Not Included for a reason. Hello, welcome back to the insanity.
What?
Welcome back to the insanity.
Yes. Oh,
Welcome back to Freddy's.
Of course it would be wrong, wandering vagrant. What are you talk? Wait, what did you say?
I was looking to see what was I fucking love was something else.
Oh, okay.
It's
Undermine? Ah, shit. Fucking. If you ever get Risk of Rain 2, please help me. It's called Risk of Rain 2. It is.
The Underminer.
It's a third-person roguelike shooter. If that makes sense. Shit, it's $24? Oh yeah?
I found
One second.
Gotta get that hit, man.
I had to take my quote-unquote medicine. Something about, like, either Risk of Rain or, like, a roguelike that you really love.
Oh no, I don't know, I said I
Oh yeah, that too, yeah. Why?
As I said,
I mean, you're not on stream, so
my neck.
that's right. Like, is it that bad?
Yeah, like when I felt his hand, I'm like, you know, not a lot of pressure, but he kind of definitely pulled my fucking
Okay, so you don't have any ice on your neck, do you?
neck. That's all.
I'd start off with like ice to the neck, and then be like, call your boss and be like, hey, something's come up. My neck is like really sore. It's like you can either say like, oh, you're sick, or you have a sore throat, or it's like,
I was going to
yeah.
let me tell you something.
David, what's your excuse?
I just say I'm not feeling well.
He got in a fight.
Yeah, I know. He fought a firefighter. What lunatic fights a firefighter?
Someone that
Fight him?
he didn't. He said he technically didn't fight him because if he did, he would be dead.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure putting someone into a headlock counts as fighting them.
No.
Are you sure?
I'm fairly certain.
It's wrestling, he said.
Oh, and is wrestling not fighting?
No, you're crazy.
I disagree.
I actually just try to calm down the
Yeah, if I don't.
There, have a conversation with
I
David.
don't want to
No, conversate with him.
No.
You better.
No.
You fucking bet. Okay, fine. I'll be the mediator. He technically didn't fight him. There, I said it. He said it.
Look, man, honestly, it's none of my business. I don't care what you do. But don't fight firefighters, kids.
Never fight your firefighters. That's a hot take. That's a truthful take.
But, like, what?
This is not me.
Is he not feeling well? If he's not feeling well, just call and say he's not feeling well.
Well, he got in a fight with the firefighter, dude. His throat's like sore.
Okay. Well,
What am I playing as?
Huntress?
No, definitely not Huntress. This is a samurai.
Okay, well,
I think this is mercenary.
just call work and,
what did
and
I
tell
say?
them that he's
Get out
not
of
feeling
work,
well. I do it all the time. Heck, sometimes when I just really, really don't feel like coming in, I just call and say that I'm sick. I just straight lie to the face.
Damn, dude. That's brutal.
I know.
Honestly, I could never do that.
You wanna know what's great about that though? Like I'm such a good and hard worker that I'm allowed to get away with it.
That's also true.
Like I work hard at what I do, which is why I'm
Customer
allowed to get away
service.
with doing something like that.
What were you saying, Ram? Customer service is the fucking worst. My controller batteries are low again. Same here, dude, but I'm cripplingly with anxiety.
I'm crippling.
I'm fucking crippling.
I'm actually dying. I have seconds to live.
And there I go with the death again.
Okay, let me give you them batteries. Hot off the presses.
Alright, I'll be right back, course, to drink out batteries. And... I've returned. And you said you worked at Lowe's, right? But before I drink anymore, just take this.
What do you want me to do with it?
Just put it on the side.
Okay, put it in the fridge. Can I do that? I want to do that.
Cause I'm off my rocker, dude.
Put it in the fridge.
I am off my rocker.
Fridge.
Here, just put this on your side too. Or I'll put it right here. I'm putting it right there.
Man, you used to be cool.
I'm always cool.
And now you're smoking, you're doing drugs, you're drinking. What happened to you, man? What happened to that wide-eyed, bushy-tailed little kid from school that I used to go to with?
They died, David. You only have sarcasm and just like angry aggression towards you.
Sarcasm and alcohol abuse.
Sarcasm, alcohol abuse, CBD abuse, crippling anxiety. I'm not okay, dude.
Yeah, well.
My therapist can't even help me.
Probably 'cause
Or
you
my
just
psychiatrist.
Probably because you just refuse to let them to help.
I try to. I really do. Like, but they always say the same fucking thing. Is like, you should journal, you should do this, you should do that. And I already do those things. I journal. You should see my fucking
You
journal.
sure do, buddy.
You should see my journal. Here, hang on. Journal. Yeah. Take a look at that. The last two.
Ow, No.
The last two entries. Read it.
No.
Do it. One was actually today, honestly. Yeah, I've been getting more and more paranoid about sleep. Feels as though I'll never wake up if I do. Why are you playing a porn game, David?
Shush. I don't know what you're talking about.
What are you
I
doing?
don't know what you're talking about.
Kink Inc. Live.
I don't know what you're talking about. Crazy.
I just
You're
gotta do a
insane.
single player.
You're mad.
You're mad.
But I'll let you in a little secret. All the best people are. See? No board games. You're crazy. You're lying.
Yeah, it's fucking Minecraft, you liar.
Yeah, it's Minecraft.
But yeah, if you have like any like spare money, like I definitely recommend getting Risk of Rain 2. It's a fun game, I might add. Well, for me at least. I need $40. 40 rubles.
Are you kidding me?
Did they go straight to voicemail? You honestly did. They can't fault you for it either.
I said let me but I'm
I wouldn't either. You said your point. Fuck! Okay, I can't do that. God, I'm on so much shit right now. Try to at least go at a multiplayer again. But yeah, if you ever do have like what was it, $30? You said 35? Yeah. I'd say it's worth like a buy at least. Even though it's only like Undermine, yeah. What is Undermine? Oh, is it like a mining thing? Ow, throat. Why do people keep leaving? I'm trying to play the game. I I don't either.
No, this game is only
What rope? The one that you're talking about?
yeah, so what has
I'm about to kill this person. No, there's a third one coming.
Discover hundreds of items, potions, blood, and things that all combo and stats well. Every challenge and challenge result, game result, rescue helpful game that guide you on the vision of your adventure. Decide to use the essence of the underground refuge and unfold that
So is it like a Minecraft thing? You'll have to send me a video of like what it is of the gameplay. And I'll just have to like look at it once I get once I'm not smashed as fuck. Oh yeah, I did. I did. It looked really nice. Do they not like the plan? Oh, she just likes to rub on them. Oh, okay. I built this for you. Nice. I love the beat in some music. I I understand that. Like, I have a hard time reading, and when I say like reading, I mean like comprehending the actual. The, no. I don't have dyslexia. I can read the words just fine. It's like, oh, I can't understand those words as well. So like I read the words like, oh, those are indeed words. But it's like I don't understand I don't understand what they mean like in that context. So like that's why I don't read whatsoever. But I like comics, yeah, and like webtoons and stuff like that. I don't mind comics, but when it comes to like actual reading, I cannot do that for the life of me. It does. It does. It takes so long for me to comprehend what the words mean, like when it comes to reading. The only books that I ever had like easy comprehension from, like that I can do on my own, is a Holocaust book.
It says a lot about you, doesn't it?
It does. It's like, oh yeah, Holocaust book. I can do, I can do that.
Right up my alley. The perfect read for someone like me.
The only reason why I understood like what they were saying was because like I guess like on some level I could understand
I
it.
really speak German.
No, Jewish, dude. It's the Holocaust. it bad that I can hear my eardrums beat?
Is it like a constant ringing, or is it just like a beating?
It's like my heart beating.
Oh.
That's not good. Go to the hospital, but I don't want to.
Probably get that checked out.
No, it's fine.
Is it bad that I can only read books about the Holocaust?
Is it bad that I can only read about Holocaust survivors?
I mean, I would probably say so.
Nah, fuck, I'm
It's
gonna
no
die.
wonder you're depressed all the time. You can't read any of the good books.
I don't understand the good books. I don't like people's
I
happiness.
don't understand happiness or good feelings.
I don't understand
I only
people like
understand
happiness
death
and people.
and depression.
I do. It's honest, dude.
No, I disagree.
I can't stand people's
I
happiness.
don't believe you.
Cause like, oh yeah, it's like people are happy. It's like, how do I feel that?
It's easy. Be dead.
That's what I thought about like a lot. I just can't do it.
Can I just go to oh, but
I don't understand. Like, well, no, I understand people because like they don't understand that people like have anxiety like you and me. But it's also the matter of like, oh, it's just like unbridled, undescribable fear. Like people don't understand that most of the time. Especially because like daily they're forced to like help people and be like, oh, like everything's gonna be okay, you're gonna be fine, when like the walls are literally like on fire. I can only stand like 20, like 10 pounds or 20, depending on like if I feel that good or not. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, that like that's probably what I would do because I'm just so terrified of like social interaction that I just can't. I like it's like I can do it by myself. I feel that too. I honestly feel for everything of that. Oh yeah, like it's like I can't lift this. That's depression talking. Like you can lift it. It's just like you're gonna hurt yourself doing so. Oh yeah. Well, I'd say that's good. Like things are like you're getting some good luck going to you. I don't feel that honestly. Like it feels like everything's just like all bad luck. Could be a little bit of both too.
She's not kidding.
I have the hardest. I don't want to say manipulate. I'd say like convince, because like most of the time when I have to like talk to somebody, I have to convince them like, oh yeah, that did happen, but they don't believe me on some level. I don't have a gentle talk. Oh, the fireman? Yeah, but then you'd actually go to like I wouldn't say like at least some, but like maybe a few hours of jail time. Yeah, I mean he deserved it and he did start it, but like I just don't feel like maybe like volunteer firefighters are gonna be like, oh, he did it. It's like, oh, I believe you. True, true, true. Nope, but they're gonna, but they're gonna when you file a lawsuit. I don't know. Hey, David. Here, here's a hypothetical for you. So, like, you just parked in a little space, right? Like for your gas, and you're trying to go, and you're like doing your gas and things like that, and then volunteer fighters come to like, refill the engine. What do you do in that case?
Are there other gas areas around?
No. Figure it like being like where we live right now, like with the two gas stations and like all of them are really busy and things like that.
Yeah.
What would you do?
I would get in the car and move out of the way for the volunteer firefighters. Because the way I see it is, volunteer or not, they're still firefighters, and they're obviously on the job. I need to like refill their tank just in case, you know, an emergency pops up like far away or something.
Yeah, that's my logic. Like if
So move out of the way. It's the equivalent of like of like you see an ambulance like blaring its sirens coming down the opposite side of the road. What do? You drive off. You drive off to the curb, so that way you know in case they have to like switch lanes and go into the oncoming traffic lane.
that's also true,
It's
but
just the right thing to do.
what his logic is like it was volunteer firefighters, like probably like off time, and they needed to get gas
For their own personal cars or for
for the fire
truck?
engine, right? It was a fire
Well,
engine.
if they need to get gas for the fire engine, then yeah, move out of the way.
Second. He said they also came back from somewhere, like supposedly.
That doesn't matter.
Yeah. So so for me personally, like if it was a 1 gallon can, like I would honestly wouldn't mind that. But if it was like an actual emergency and they had like I have to get there right now, that would be justifiable. And they didn't say it was emergency, right? Fire engines take diesel, don't they?
They take gas. Their cars, their vehicles.
I would imagine like it being a fire truck, it would require diesel.
You're asking someone who's only been in probably in a fire engine once in his life, and that was when he was little, visiting the fire engine.
Yeah, so from my
area
personal
for-
experience, like, and watching like all the TV shows that mom watches, like if it was like a volunteer firefighter, and like they just came off a job, I honestly wouldn't mind if like they had to wait like 1 minute or two to get like 1 gallon of gas. But if it came to like an emergency, it's like, oh, they have to they have to be here to refill their gas. They have to move. Then I would justify being like, okay, then I will personally move to get them to let them refill their engine.
Well, you just said that they got off of a job, right?
Yeah, they just got off of a job.
Well, that shouldn't matter because they're obviously like, obviously they would be like tired, exhausted, and they would still need to get it like refueled as soon as possible because what if another job instantly pops up?
That's also true. Because I was gonna say like they just got off the job and they finished and they just want to like relax and maybe take like 15 minutes
And they
or
may
more.
not even get that chance.
Yeah, because geez, firemen.
They're firefighters. Again, volunteer. The term volunteering doesn't matter when it comes to firefighting. Like if it's something like, oh, I volunteer at the animal shelter, that's perfectly fine. Make me wait for gas. I don't care.
Yeah, because
But if I'm a
it's just
volunteer
pets. And-
firefighter, I'm gonna expect you to move out of the way and let me fill up the fire engine. I don't care.
Well, if I'm a volunteer and I'm not getting paid for the shit, I'm just gonna let the
And
fucking
that's
people
actually a
go
good point
ahead of
too.
me.
Like they're emergency people.
Yeah,
Like
they're
like
emergency-
911.
They're emergency.
They need to have their stuff like taken care of like immediately.
And it's also funny because, like, look, you can call me a wuss, a simp, or whatever. But, like,
A simp for firefighters.
yeah, like, look, you can call me whatever. But like for any type of like emergency vehicle, be it firefighters, like we're talking about, or like, even if it was like a cop or something, I'd probably move out of the way for a cop as well if they were trying to get gas.
Because they're full time.
They're far more important than someone like me.
Yeah, they're full time. They don't like be like.
I mean,
wait,
police
man,
They
officers,
don't have
yeah.
time to be waiting around for gas.
is there volunteer police officers?
No.
Honestly.
But anyway,
hope not.
like in all seriousness, like for like maybe like a volunteer firefighter, like I would argue, I'd honestly argue that if they just came off a job, they wouldn't exactly need it. But then again,
But hold
they're
on.
still
No.
firefighters. Yeah,
You also
they're
have to keep
still
in mind,
firefighters.
what is the fire risk of the town or city you're in?
I don't know, like that would be like a really interesting like argument to bring up.
Since Millsboro is not that bad of fires. I know for a fact that
It
actually,
is
you know what?
fascinating.
The
Like,
fire
'cause,
people don't do jack shit.
like, what if it happens to you or me or just like anybody for that matter? It happened to
Micah.
happened to Rom.
Micah,
Yeah, and he clearly chose the path of hey.
want to hear something very funny?
The
I don't
path
care
of
who you are. I got here first.
the path of violence.
So
But
you're gonna be forced to wait.
if the firefighter did admit that it was like, oh hey, we just got off the job, we have to do it. Like
They shouldn't admit. They shouldn't have to admit anything. Though.
they should.
No, they do.
They shouldn't.
But
And
if-
some
if they
people will
admit,
not
like,
listen.
that they just got
Like
off the
me.
job and like they are a volunteer, then like and if it was for 1 gallon of gas even, I'd be like, I got here first. It's just 1 gallon of
It
gas.
doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, vehicle's a different story.
Yeah, if it was like a regular car or a truck, then that'd be perfectly justified. Like the violence thing isn't justifiable, but it'd be perfectly justifiable to force them to wait. But like an actual fire engine, you need to move out of the way.
But he was like, here's the thing though, he was on a bike. He was on a
If
bike.
he was on a bike, then it would have been even easier and quicker for him to move out of the way. It's a bike, you could just wheel it out of the way.
But it was his gas though.
And
I don't know. It's definitely a gray area. I would think.
it seems pretty black and white to me.
That's also true. Like, if they order you to... Oh my god. They do keep the peace, I'll admit, but if it's like a beat...
I'll admit, they save lives.
They do save lives, but if it's something...
Keep the peace. You make it sound no so nonchalant.
Like, what I'm saying is, like, cops do keep the peace. It's like, it's required by law for, like, cops to be a thing, but... Like, if you just got off the job and you're a volunteer, like, fighter or a police person, like, if you were police, I'd put that, like, above importance because, yes, like, they do need to keep the peace and everything. But if you're a volunteer firefighter, like, that doesn't really happen all that much.
Except for this one instance.
Yeah. Well, no. Like this instance, he didn't have to like move because it was volunteer firefighters. They got off the work, and that's also true. Okay, so what he was saying is that they weren't even like headed towards the gas pump itself. They were like kind of like in the parking lot, just kind of waiting, like for to refill, and it was just like a fresh like they came right off the job, and they had the refill, and they're volunteer firefighters.
Mm-hmm.
What would you do?
I'd probably give them the right of way.
And like.
And that's the point where you start like actually judging me for real.
And I'm not really nice either. I'm not really nice either. Like, I'm really split between the situation. Because, like, if they were...
We have two different sides of the coin. We have the nice guy, and then we have the violent guy.
No, not violent. Like, he suffers, like, of social anxiety and, like, just general anxiety like me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's... Oh, isn't that bipolar? Ah. So he suffers from bipolar disorder.
Yeah.
BPD.
Yeah, I've heard of it. Not good.
Borderline personality disorder. Right. Okay. Yeah, so he's saying that means, like, well, it does mean that it means he suffers from, like, multiple personalities.
No, it's
A form of it.
Mm.
Borderline. I have a really hard time explaining things. Here.
I don't care. It's none of my business.
Yeah, that is true. It's none of his business after all. He doesn't care. Well, he doesn't. It's not that he doesn't care. It's just like he doesn't. It doesn't warrant a reason to care, I would say. But damn, like, I couldn't imagine having like borderline personality. Like I honestly did when I went to the hospital, because I had like voices in my head.
We nipped that in the bud real quick, didn't we?
Like, thankfully. Yeah, so the first time I was in the hospital, I had suffered from like voices in my head, and they charged me with
Telling me to pray because the spinning like
Don't
a
you
carousel.
don't you dare bring up that song. Anyway. Anyway, it was voices in my head. Like, it was a bad experience. But the second time I went there when you were there, I had suffered from like just like extreme depression, and we obviously know where that ended. Like, I tried committing suicide, and don't you dare. He doesn't mean it. Like, it's just a joke. But it was just a really bad time.
Coping mechanism.
It's a coping mechanism. But when it comes down to like when it boils down to like a volunteer firefighter, in my opinion, when they needed to refuel and I only had like a gallon of gas, I would honestly like move like away from like move for them to like refuel because like their importance. Like I only have
Right
one
away.
gallon of gas to refill, and like that's also true. David, what if the person was a dick?
Doesn't matter. They're a firefighter.
What if the firefighter was a volunteer, they just come off of the job, and they're just an asshole?
Here's a hot take. Take the high road.
We don't take the high road on this channel, David. You're crazy.
How about just don't start fights?
That's also true. That and I don't and I believe that. I truly believe that. And but it's that's true. Like that is true. And like I'd argue to say that like people that withhold like the law and things like that, they go to emergencies. Like I'd say that has like a little bit of like a higher standing because like I mean let's face it, me, you, or not me, you, me and David wouldn't honestly like go into a fire to save people.
I might.
Oh, would you?
I might.
Well, not me.
Definitely not you, but I mean, if no one was around and I had no other choice, yeah, I definitely would.
I'd fear for my fucking life if I
Oh,
had to
I
go
mean,
into a
same.
fire.
I mean, dude, absolutely same. But also, like, are you just gonna sit in there and let that potential person just burn to death?
That's like, if it was my mother, like if I wouldn't let her try to like I wouldn't let her burn to a
Well,
crisp.
obviously, like family members, sure, but like a complete stranger. Are are you really going to let it weigh on your conscience that you could have done something but just chose not to?
Ah,
Saving the life of a complete stranger?
that's. Oh, that's. You're right. I don't have a conscience either. I'm really bad at empathy. David doesn't have a problem with that. That I have a problem with that too. You're not alone. Wait, is it ADHD? I think it's just like a lack of empathy. Yeah, there is a terminology for it. I'm sure of it, but I don't really know of it. It's just kind of it's kind of leaving me at the moment. I wouldn't say it's autism. Yeah, but like even if you don't have like a mental disorder, I would say like it's still hard to empathize. I have a really hard time of doing that. I'll be honest. Like I can't. I even though I've went through like so many different lows, I can't like relate to somebody that actually been through there. Because everybody's different. Like their lows are different than your lows. What do you think, David?
Highs and lows.
Yeah, highs and lows.
Let me tell you about this one high I had.
don't you dare make a joke out of this. This is a serious
It was a lot better
conversation.
than that one low that I had. Mm.
Well, I think it's a serious conversation. Because not many people really get people
Not
with.
many people really get me.
Not people get me. But no, like
I can't
it's
wait
it's
to
it's a it's a little bit of a gray area when it comes to people that have like mental disorders and like anxiety and things like that. It's just like it's just a really weird area to like conversate about because like
be a gray area.
I wouldn't say it's a gray area. It's a little it's a weird area, that's for sure. Cause like yeah, like you have anxiety, you might have depression, but you can honestly still get by with that. Uh, our teachers that we had from middle school, like they said they had anxiety and they worked just fine. But some people, it's debilitating, dude. Like it is for me. I don't you dare say that.
See,
God, you're gonna make everybody shitless if you do that, David. I'm already on people's shit list.
here's the funny thing though. I guarantee you that as far as this channel is concerned, I will just fade away as like a mere distant memory.
Fade
Probably
away.
become like a meme even. You on the other hand, you'll be getting most of it. You'll be getting the brunt of the hate.
It's like, why did you do this? Why'd you do this? Like, I don't
But
mean
what about
to.
that other guy who was like, "Oh, I have anxiety, cope." Yeah, but he's fine. We don't care about him. He's not that important.
Honestly, that's how people feel. Like people like people that have anxiety and like depression and things like that. It's like, oh, like hey, you can dig out of that, but some people they can't. Like, and it's like me and Rame says like both of us like we can't dig out of it. I've tried. I can't, like, with like anxiety, like people dealing with people in general, and like just depression, like not being able to, yeah, like just general like dealing with people and things like that. I haven't been able to grow out of that. I hate people.
Try harder.
Oh, yeah, true. I feel the same way. They're not.
Welcome back to the anxiety awareness stream.
No, it's he's talking about like fuck, I forgot. Is it uh when you're dealing with anxiety, like it's just like a whole like other demon than just depression itself. And if you have both, it's it's like a boss fight that you can't win, dude. That's the lead. That's with my anxiety. I have like really bad social anxiety. So like with me, like dealing with people, I can't do that. Uh, like I can put on like a brave face. I can talk to people just fine, but inside, I'm honestly dying. I can't deal with talking to people. It's the worst like fear of mine. Just like generally talking to people because like you don't know what people are capable of. What demons they're facing, what like wars they're fighting on inside. Right. Oh, I know. Like, I don't know. Like, it's like, oh, I've been raped. I've never heard that. So it's just like,
Thankfully. Who knows
yeah,
how you would end up
thankfully. So it's like, I don't know like what that is, but
No,
other
then again,
people.
I highly doubt someone would. I highly doubt you'd be able to start a conversation with someone, and the first thing they'd say back is, "I was raped."
I've been raped.
Hi, how's it going? My name's David. I've been raped. Oh.
Like, I don't like honestly I don't understand that because like
I don't understand that
I've
either. I
I've
mean, who opens a conversation like that?
well no just in general like not starting a conversation like if somebody came to you like I've been raped like you have to like take that with like a bit of a grain of salt because like what if they have been raped like you honestly don't know like I don't know because I never felt the feeling so it's just like a whole
Feeling of what? Being raped or starting a conversation that way?
both. I'm really bad at just like other people conversating. Like I don't understand people. That's my problem.
That's why you make an effort.
I honestly don't make an effort because I could never understand.
Well, and you wonder what the problem is.
You're evil.
I look, okay. You told me everything I know. You taught me everything I know.
Taught me everything.
Why I can never be a therapist.
I could never be a therapist. I just I don't have the empathy for it.
Honestly, I hate therapists. They don't do their job.
Are now are you thinking of psychiatrist or just an actual therapist? Because like therapy and psychiatry are two very different things. I've learned at least. Like therapy, it's learning for you to like deal with like the problems that you have in real life, and find coping mechanisms to deal with that. And
Oh yeah, I agree. Have you ever had one?
no, yeah, like I mean with my therapist personally, I like his advice because like he at first he thought oh I feel the same way. I can't deal with people. I feel the same exact way. I can't like talk to somebody personally if they don't know me personally, but
Or
I
they don't sound as good as you know them. So I would say that well,
yeah that like I'd say that's the first thing that my therapist talks about is like what have you been doing? Like have you been having good days? Has it been a good week? If there's problems, explain it. Like that's how my therapy goes. Like because he understands that like I can. Yeah, because like my therapist, he's known me for like I think 3 4 years now, and like in the middle of his, he really is. But like he understands that I probably can never get back to like doing work and things like that because I just can't deal with it, and he understands that, and he's like, oh well, what's happening today? Are you having a good week and things like that. And if you have a bad week, he comes up with like ways to try to like remedy that, and that's good therapy. That the bad like part of therapy is like, oh, like why don't you journal about it and come back to me within the next week? That's bad therapy.
Why don't you blog about it? Put it up on Twitter.
Why don't you fucking blog about it? That's bad therapy. What therapists are meant to do is they try to help you with coping mechanisms and things. Psychiatry, however, they understand like what mental disorder you have and like some medications they personally think can combat it. And
I'm pretty sure
oh yeah, I have a new psychiatrist that I have because my old psychiatrist he only treats teenagers. And I've been trying to get used to this one psychiatrist that I have, and it's just not really like I don't want to say not really working for me, but like
Not really working out.
it's it's working out, I'd
He
say.
doesn't look at me the same way the other one did.
They don't look at me during. But uh, it's a matter of like them knowing you on a more personal level than professional. I'd say, like once they get past the personal or not personal, once they get past the professional level and they really start to understand you, like as a personal patient of theirs, then I'd say that's good therapy. When it comes to like, oh, like why don't you journal about it and meet me next week to discuss it? Like that's just not a good therapist or psychiatrist for that matter. Like,
Actually,
go on.
what I actually think that exactly what happened because I had one therapist, psychiatrist, whatever, for 8 years about getting a prescribing for medication, and she would literally say, if you miss another appointment, I'm alright.
Like she's just gonna stop the medication, like whatever. In general.
She would stop. Um,
'Cause the first ever psychiatrist that I've had, like honestly, ever, uh, they said I was schizophrenic, and I didn't believe them at first, but and my other psychiatrist, my second psychiatrist, said it's like, oh, you just have depression with like psychosis and stuff like that. Uh, I'd think that I'd have like some bit of schizophrenia, because like I do sometimes talk to like other things in my head. Let's be honest, everybody does, on some level.
yeah, I get mixed up out loud.
Same here. And like other times, there's just like actual voices that are talking to me and that I answer to. And it's just like, oh, like those aren't real. You have to like not you have to get them out of your head. And I get that. But if they keep talking to you, that's a problem. Like even if you stop talking to them, like if it's a good voice, yes, I understand. Like they're trying to give you moral support and things like that. But bad voices that try to like get you to like harm yourself, kill yourself, things like that, that is not good. And that's the one that I've had.
But we don't talk about
And that voice, like for me personally, has been gone for a while.
him, which is why we don't talk about him. He needs to stay gone and never come
Like it's like mental stuff is like really nothing to joke about.
back.
Cause
Yeah, we do it anyway.
yeah, but like once it happens to you, it's like a whole nother demon. So I know I can't talk about my like my mental stuff personally, because it's like I feel it's something that I have to deal with like personally, and I don't want to like wrap anybody else inside of it, because it's just like it's more liability.
Yes. And if they know this is exactly what you're saying, you gotta kill them.
Don't kill them, please.
You gotta kill them.
No, because then you'd go to jail or just like a permanent mental hospital.
No. If they will come out.
I don't want to talk about this on stream.
Okay, but you gotta say it.
God, I'm not a mental professional, but I understand like what people go through like most of the time.
I can just really understand everything everybody goes through all at the same time, all together.
That's how I feel. Like I can understand what people go through completely, but if it's something that I don't understand, like if it's not depression or anxiety, I just can't understand it. Like my mom,
If I don't want to deal with it, I don't want to deal with it.
Yeah, that's how it feels sometimes for me. Like, cause my mom, like, just recently, like, whenever she takes her medicine, and it's not all her medicine, it's just like some little aspects, like one pill or two. She just goes off the deep end, and I honestly don't know how to react to that, cause I just don't know when it come. Well, no, like for instance, she yeah, because there's like different types of deep ends. So just imagine like she just took her medicine, right? And like this medication, it like causes her to like I don't want to say hallucinate, but be incoherent. So like for instance, she talked to me yesterday and asked what my name was, and she called me Forestry Boy. I don't know how, I don't know why, but she just called me Forestry Boy, and it was just like a little inconvenience that I'd say is like, how do I react to this? And I don't know how to react to that because I've never been in a position to where I can react to something like that. So it's really hard to understand people with like different mental disorders or like if they're reacting to medications differently.
Wood.
I just don't know.
It's called
I'm just really bad with my with my own disorder at least. I just don't understand it. I will say though, if you're in like a middle like a mental like rut, I don't know how else to explain it. Just just like find somebody that you can talk to. I I know I was like really bad when it came to just like my mental state. Cause no joke, when like I don't think if you were there or not when I was like in there the second time, my first day, I had a mental breakdown.
I don't think it's bad.
Cause I just can't deal with other people and different and like an entirely different situation that I was in before, like originally.
I mean, a lot of it's secrets though,
Yeah,
surprisingly.
because you seemed like the only person there that like made me feel like I was not crazy.
Did I get that much face to face?
Yes, even though I was really bad at chess. You did. Like I did not know how to play chess for the life of me until like we sat down together and you taught me how to do it.
No.
Hey, what you gonna say? I'm a writer, a friend, picture experience. Dude, apparently my dad used to be able to teach my mom
Oh shit, really?
luxury movies, which I legitimately don't know how the fuck he did. See, that my mom would teach extremely well, which is most likely not the case. Well, my dad was extremely fucking good.
You got your dad's technique.
He has good brains, but definitely for my mom,
You got your dad's brains.
I guess. But like, dude, I legitimately, like, sometimes, like, like some days, I'm like legitimately, man, dude, there's no way I can't become as stupid as a jack of all trades.
I feel that.
Like that may sound a bit harsh, really. It definitely, definitely ugly, but at the same time, like, incredible.
Honestly, I feel the same exact way because I honestly never knew my real father. And when I saw a picture of him for the first time, I was like, damn, that's... I'm his seed?
That's a good looking man right there.
No, he looked like he was like 70 fucking 5 when he was
Probably because he
when he was
was.
50 when he was 50. I saw him for the first time and I was like, Jesus Christ, I hope I don't look like that.
Man, you age ungracefully.
He did not. Like I don't understand people how they just breed.
I don't understand sex, even though I understand sex and reproduction.
I know how it works, I just don't understand why it works.
What do you mean? You don't. You don't even
Like I
understand.
said before, people like some people should not like have sex
Look, you
and
don't
should
need
not
to
have
know
children.
Look, you don't need to know why it happens. You just need to know that it can happen.
It's like the left, right? I don't know.
Hello?
I do. David's doesn't make any fucking sense because it's just like a regular fucking faucet. And it's like, oh, I turn it, it becomes scalding hot. I turn it the other way, it becomes ice cold.
Yeah, that's why you gotta keep it in the middle. If you want it to be warm. It makes perfect sense. You just don't know how faucets work.
I know how faucets work.
Clearly not! If you can't figure out the simple of, oh, turn it one way, it gets hot, turn it the other way, it gets cold. I guess I'll put it in the middle.
Fuck you.
I love you, man.
Dude, I love you too, bro. But go on, Ram. Go on, Ram. Yeah. Oh, you do? You go to the left. The David's faucet, it doesn't have like the red and blue. So I'm like, oh, which way do I turn it? I am stupid on many levels. I'm in a run of Risk of Rain right now. Yeah, I'll look at it when I get the chance. But yeah, if you ever find yourself being bored and stuff, look at my my Risk of Rain 2 streams. This way you can get an idea of what the game's like itself.
I get in the woods. I used to get
Oh, you don't have your phone to watch it? Oh, it's the same as my gamer tag right now. It's MW plus. Whether it be what? Oh, okay. Well, you can co-stream with me. I'm pretty chill.
I would, but at the same time, I also kind of forgot my fucking mahogany spell, and
Ah, yeah, I feel that. I only have like one email and uh, password that I do. I'm not telling you, but nothing. No. Oh shit! Fuck! I shouldn't have done that. No, I gave my equipment to. Well, okay, you wouldn't understand. So what this game is like what I'm trying to do right now is the challenge of getting this one item all the way to the specific like little area to fight in, so I can get this one unlockable character, because it needs that item to unlock it. And I've been trying for like like no 4 streams now to get it, and I just used the equipment drone, like, which is like requires like one equipment obviously, and the equipment I had was unfortunately the array, which I need to get the character. If that makes any sense. How's that been treating you, by the way? The snake.
I imagine well. I mean, snake, feed it, keep it happy. Yeah,
I don't know. I could never deal with a snake, to be honest.
you can't deal with reptiles in general.
I, they have a predatory instinct that I just can't comprehend.
Every animal has a predatory instinct. It's how they do.
No.
What do you mean, no? Cats have predatory instincts.
Yeah, but at least you can understand some of them. It's like, oh, they have to catch mice. Yeah, that's nice. Oh, they have to mate. Yeah, that's cool. It's pretty neat.
He says not able to understand any of his own cat's
I
predatory
don't,
instincts.
because this is the first ever time that I've had owned a cat, David.
You can do research.
I have been doing research. You can't fault me for not doing it, or for actually doing it.
Again, when it's not enough.
I, I want other people's opinions that actually have had cats before me.
And they'll say the exact same thing. Just let it do what it do. As long as you keep it disciplined, it'll be fine.
Like, well, the one main question that he's probably like instigating me about is, uh, me. I have 3 cats. My original cat that was personally mine, it was, uh, it's Kit Kat, which is like the first cat I own, and then the second cat is Oreo. You can see a pattern here. And the third cat that I own is Rhesus, and Kit Kat and Rhesus are both girls. Oreo is a boy. So I'm trying to understand like the whole idea of like, oh, this one area is Kit Kat's little like territory, and Oreo's territory is in my room and things like that. And if one of the cats are in there, it's just not a good time. And I tried to explain to David, it's like, oh, like Oreo's doing such and such and things like that, and he gives me like this batshit fucking off the wall answer.
What answer did I give you? I'm pretty sure I give you simple answer when it comes to your animals.
Well, you did, but like it was already something
Then
that
don't phrase it
that-
like I just started speaking Italian. He gave me some incomprehensible answer that no one on the earth could understand. I simply just said it was a turf war, a territorial dispute.
I don't know, dude. You're pretty crazy.
I didn't just start speaking like full on Japanese.
Started fucking saying complete nonsense.
I didn't suddenly start reciting the pacer test. What's wrong with you?
Please don't remind me of that.
The fitness grab pacer test is a multi-stage formula.
I broke my quadricep while running to first base and kickball. I loved playing kickball. Oh, did you? I have a dream. That's a good thing, right? I, I don't trust anything that's longer than me. Pretty much.
He should have been here when we were talking about Komodo dragons and the Megalania.
Oh yeah, you should have been here when we were talking about the Megalania and Komodo dragons. Yeah. Yeah, like me and him were talking about it yesterday, and it's like, oh, Komodo dragons are like 10 feet in length and do
And they
such
can
and
run up
such,
to
and they
20
can
miles an
run.
hour.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, I don't trust the thing. They do. Well, they have poisonous like a microbiome in their
Saliva.
mouth. Yeah,
They can hit
it's
speeds
I,
of
it's like a toxin, I think. Yeah,
It's an anticoagulant. It stops.
I don't know what that means.
It stops blood from clotting, meaning that if you get bit, you'll just bleed out.
Yeah, okay, so if you get bit, you bleed out. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. I don't want to kill a Komodo dragon. They're demonic, but they're good people.
I think they're endangered as well.
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, so I'm just gonna like assume that I know what I'm doing. uh, wha Okay, so David, go on the internet, go on Chrome, look up a thing on my phone. Do it, please now. It's time sensitive.
What do you want?
Go to the artifact, like the Risk of Rain 2 artifacts. Hurry up, please.
Discovery. Discovery. That's not what I want. Kitty O'Neill. Go away. Discovery 2 artifacts.
Just pick a random one. I'll let you know if I have it or not.
Okay. Well, I gotta see the wiki.
Oh, do the doppelganger one, the one that looks like a circle.
Let's see. Load. Artifact of death, command, chaos.
Doppelganger, something like that.
Clear, metamorphosis, sacrifice.
That one,
swarm.
the artifact of
Swarms.
vengeance.
Vengeance.
Go back up to the top level and pick up the pattern for it.
Sorry?
So there's a pattern that you need to like follow along the thing, and it'll give you like, oh, you need like to do diamond, circle, something like that. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, I got well, it looks like I got 3 different patterns here.
I never. It's okay.
I mean, I got diamond, square, square, diamond, circle, square, and diamond.
Well, no, I just realized that I already like am approaching the boss, so I can't really do anything about it.
Well, just goes to show how useful I am.
You're useful. You have use. Yeah, that's right. Fucking cry for me.
Cry for me.
Go, yeah. I'm listening. All right. I'll like let me know when you're up, so this way we can, I guess, talk for like a couple minutes or two. I go to sleep around like 7 o'clock. Right. Yeah, yeah, he'll be off tomorrow, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Dave is off tomorrow, so we can still play Minecraft if or talk if you want. Right.
Oh,
And you finally get to meet Raimi.
oh, is he getting his internet back tomorrow?
Well, he was supposed to get his internet back like either like Tuesday or Thursday, or Tuesday through Thursday, I should say. But yeah, Raimi is
Keeping you updated.
he's in Belgium. All right, see you. Get some rest. So David, it's just you and me now.
Sure is, buddy.
Show me your cock.
All right.
Hopefully I don't die of fall damage. And there we go. It's always like a little kernel of joy talking to Romulus. Because like he knows what like both of us like go through, because me and him both have like I guess the same thing. So it's interesting to know like to see like another person's like side of the story.
It's also interesting to know someone who's officially fought a firefighter.
It's a volunteer
It
firefighter,
doesn't
David.
matter.
He deserved it.
No, he didn't. He for some reason thought his fire engine was more important than my bike, because it is. That same fire engine could save your life one of these days.
It could, but he had it coming, dude.
No, no, you're wrong. Sheep,
Damn it! I keep fucking missing my shots.
sheep, sheep, goat,
Sheep, goat.
sheep, sheep and goat. A special goat. This one's from one of the mods I'm using.
Mind you, I'm high off my ass, drunk off my ass, but yet I'm still competing better.
By the way, I have to wonder what your visuals look like, seeing as how you're both high and drunk and playing Risk of Rain.
You don't want to know.
What are you seeing right now?
Like when I was like, okay, I'm kind of dying off on my high right now, so I'm more alert. But when I was like, I was in it to win it, dude. But when I was in it, like, God, how do I describe it to somebody who's never been drunk or high before?
Question of your life.
It's like your head gets like.
How do I describe my constant substance abuse to someone who's never abused substances?
Okay, so it's like a mixture of like dulled senses and a little bit of a warming sensation, and like on your whole body, mostly your face, but not a warming sensation like, oh, I just came on your face.
Okay, I wasn't thinking that at all, but thank you for putting that in my head.
But no, seriously, it was like, oh, you.
But no, seriously, having someone come on your face is super great. You should try it.
Oh my god, it really fucking is, David.
That's disgusting.
You should do it.
No, no, I won't. I think I'd be getting goats.
I don't want to pick up the recycler. Oh my god, did I did. God damn it. I don't even have the array. Ugh, this is not good. This is not a good run. Hey, look, death marks. All of them.
Hey, look at that. I should put the sheep outside. It needs to eat the grass.
Got a cautious slug, dude. You got a goat!
I do.
That thing is skinny as fuck.
Yeah, it's a goat. It's the one from Jurassic Park.
But goats exist in the regular game, too.
Yeah, but this is an older version of Minecraft. You keep forgetting that, don't you?
So then why not just go to the current version?
Because I won't be able to use my mods on the current version.
David.
What do you mean, David?
David. Work with me.
I'm working with you, man. And I'm telling you, believe me, if I could use the current version of Minecraft as well as all these mods, I most assuredly would. But I can't, so I gotta deal with the hand that's been dealt. And that
Bustling fungus.
Look at my house over there. Look at that. I built that.
You built that, indeed.
It's not quite done yet, but I built that.
My brooch.
Pigeon egg. Paper. Gonna get some sheep. Gonna get some cheese. I'm gonna make my own bed. Cheers.
I'm risking it.
I'm risking it in the rain.
See what you fucking do there. Stop. Why are you humping the bed?
I don't know what you're talking about, man. You're crazy.
Why are you humping the bed?
Why are you humping the bed? Why are you humping my bed? What's wrong with you?
Get out of here, psycho.
You're a psycho. Gotta go to the edge of the marsh. Try not to get snapped up by alligators. I think that's the new mob they should add next. Alligators in the swamp, along with the frogs.
Please don't.
Yes, I'd love that. Gotta be careful not to get too close to the water's edge. Otherwise you'll get ambushed.
I'd say today was a good day. What do you think?
I think so. Oh, well, I was gonna bring you home, but I guess I can't. It's okay, I'll bring you home. What the? Ah. Come on. Come on, let's go.
I don't have a hapu feather.
That goes never around.
Hey, a tri-tip dagger. Just what I don't need. What I would really love to have is a fucking array.
An array of tri-tip daggers.
Can't, I have to do a part 5 of this, David. I can see it now. Just doing a fucking part 5 of a array not included because I can't fucking get this damn thing to work.
That's a Guriel. Almost walked right into him. We don't be wanting to do that.
Forgive me, please. What? Throw a cursed doll that repeatedly triggers your on-kill effect. Why can't I just have a fucking array? That would work perfectly. I swear to God, if I meet the depths. No, this is a wetland.
They can breathe. Look at the little baby. Look at the little baby goat.
Got a squid pull up.
Nice. Proud of you, man. You did it. You accomplished your goal. Sheared the sheep. Now I can make a bed. Now I no longer have to live in Jenny's house. What's she up to, by the way? I haven't seen her.
What
in a
is
while.
Jenny up to?
I believe I last saw her over here. Yeah, there she is. She's just hanging out on the beach under the tree. Look at her, man. Jenny's over here just living her best life. She's in paradise right now.
She is.
Just on the beach, under a big old shady tree. She's just living her best life, aren't you? Look at you.
Why does she have a furry face?
She's happy, man. She's a happy lady. She's a happy woman. Autumn is going to end soon, and then soon it'll be winter. Winter is coming. A bed. Excellent. A pigeon egg. Ooh.
My ear's making sounds.
Mm.
Make it stop.
Can't do that.
Where's the boss at? Why am I doing this? I don't even have the array with me. Let's forgive me, please. I want a squid polyp. I want all the squid polyps. What's the coral up there? Or is that just bridges?
They're just bridges.
Those are bridges.
Yep.
A celestial orb. A celestial orb appeared. Where's the where's the portal? I don't think the portal's up here. Oh no, it is. Why would you leave? I was in the fucking middle of trying to get the celestial orb so we can complete the game, fucking asshole. I want a shot. Where did it go? Oh, that's right, you took it.
Yep. Snatched it away from me.
Well, you can't. Damn it, you took that too. It's like, well, at least I got my weed. No, I don't.
No, I don't.
No,
you
I
don't.
No, I don't.
No, you don't.
Ooh. I'll just do a solo run. Solo run on Drizzle. I can't even activate the solo run on Drizzle.
That sounds like a personal problem.
That's bad.
You should probably get that looked at.
No.
Look at that. I can go out of my
Alright. All that's gonna do for this
Look at
stream,
the sunset. Look at that.
don't you dare bring with me with your fucking sunset bullshit. We're gonna take 5 minutes and then